Welcome in another edition of the Red Hawks Coaches Show from Wings Etc. Restaurant in Jackson. So we will be in the Jackson location this week. Don't forget, we'll be back in the Cape location next week. So we invite you to join us every Monday. This is the start of our spring sports season. So basketball is behind us, and we are getting ready to really get into full swing. Baseball is into conference play, and softball is underway. They're off to their best start in 24 years. And we're going to be talking it over with the Red Hawks head coach. Mark Redburn is here. Also going to join us. Junior center fielder Rachel Anderson is here. And first baseman Ashley Ellis going to join us a little bit later on in the show. Want to remind you that at Wings Etc., they have much more than their award-winning jumbo wings, which, by the way, on Mondays are just 69 cents. But they have freshly made burgers, wraps, subs, quesadillas, entree salads, and much more. If you want to check out their lunch items, their daily half-pound lunch specials start at just $6.99 at Wings. And don't forget, the Wing and Schooner Madness is back at Wings Etc., and that is wings and some brew. This is your home for March Madness, and everything that is to do with the Wings and the Schooner is underway and will be underway until March 13th. So keep that in mind. So the next 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, you can come in and get special prices, the Wing and Schooner Madness. And, of course, this is your home to watch all of the college basketball. Get your brackets filled out once the brackets are released. They'll be releasing the brackets this Sunday. We'll find out who's in the NCAA tournament. And this is your tournament home, Wings Etc. Both locations in Cape and in Jackson. Brady Barkey was just turned away with the locked door, so the athletic director has to walk around. But he'll join us here in just a minute as well. Mark Redburn, the Red Hawks softball coach, joining us. You guys just got back from Lawrence, Kansas. That's a drive to get out there, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's been actually one of our best drives all year long. So I'll take that 5.5 hours any day of the week over those 8.5.
5-0 is your record against the competition in the Jayhawk Classic. You win that, and you beat the Kansas Jayhawks twice on their home field. Pretty productive weekend for you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, our team's, playing well right now, and they're confident. And, that's one of the biggest things we talk about with our players is, be what we believe. And we're talented, and we know that. And I don't mean that to be arrogant, but, we've been working at this thing for several years now, and it's, all starting to come together. And so it's paying off.
33 wins last year for you, and that was the most wins in over 20 years. You're already up to 17 victories now, 17-7. Did you foresee getting off to this kind of a start?
Not really. I mean, you just go out there and try to play every game you can. I mean, you don't know how teams are going to be and, who's going to be injured, who's going to transfer in or out. But we certainly knew our schedule and, felt like it was one that we could be successful with. And but you still just got to go out there and play the game. So early weather season, that kind of thing, you never know what's going to take place. But I thought we were going to be pretty good for sure.
4 wins for you over Power 5 conference schools. We mentioned the 2 wins over Kansas, Mizzou, and the 12th ranked at the time Arkansas Razorbacks. Let's talk about that win over Arkansas, because I believe that is the highest ranked team that SEMO has beaten in school history. Quite a moment that was.
Yeah, I'm going to correct that, too. We've got 6 Power 5 wins.
6 Power 5 wins, all right.
A couple years ago, we beat Georgia Tech at their place, and then we beat Arkansas a couple years ago also. But anyway, our players have done that, and they've earned that. And I want the people to know that. But, yeah, I mean, going down there as well, it's a great venue and facility. And, our players just came out on top there, battling and fighting. We always talk about pitch by pitch, inning by inning. And, the game is the same no matter who you're playing, whether it's Power 5 school or, another mid-major, whether it's a pitcher by pitcher, it's always still the same approach, and that's how we go about playing our games.
Want to let everybody know those 24 games that you have played, none of them have been at Sprigg and Bertley. 0 home games so far for the Red Hawks, but that changes on Thursday as Missouri State will be in here. It is also Pi Day. For anybody that does not know, 314 Pi 3.14. So it is going to be March 14th. Okay. And in honor of Pi Day, 50 McDonald's pies and 50 more dessert cards are going to be handed out to fans that come out and watch the Red Hawks on Thursday.
Okay, that's a good thing. I did not know that, but now I do.
Come on, everybody's a fan of McDonald's pies, right?
I've been too much of a fan probably in the past. So yeah.
Let's talk about what happened over the weekend. What was clicking for you? Obviously, you got good pitching and timely hitting.
Well, we started off against UMKC, and I'll be honest with you. This is kind of how our team rolls. Last weekend down in Central Arkansas, we go 3-1, and most people consider that a really good weekend. But I'll be honest, I was pretty frustrated with our team because the last game of the event we played Missouri State, and we didn't play well. And so we came back and we had some 6 a.m. workouts on Monday and Tuesday to set the tone, and to let them know there are still standards and there are things that we value. And I really do believe what we did during that time paid off for this coming weekend. And, our players, again, that's just how they are. They roll with it. They know they got to get better. They're not going to be satisfied. But, we're going to go up against UMKC, and I think, at the time they were, 13-6 or something like that. So, another in-state opponent, recruiting rival. Our players did a great job in coming out and, kind of winning that. And then that just kind of led to everything else, and confident and, playing KU next for their home opener, and we wanted to be kind of spoilers with that also. Our players, they just they do all the work. They're the ones that have to go out there and fight and battle, and they buy into it, and they just do a phenomenal job.
Does it seem like this is your 5th season already here in Cape?
No, it doesn't. It's been great. It really has, and we've got great support, and it's just being from the state of Missouri myself, and my wife and I, and just up the road in St. Charles. I mean, it's just one of the things we talk about with our players is having that pride, and representing their university and doing great things for our community. And it's just when you're doing something you love, and you're excited about it and you're passionate about it, then time flies by.
With this particular group of ladies that you've got on this team, how big is the experience that you've got? Because you talk about your infield. Ashley Ellis, 124 games. Parker Bandy, 121. Sarah Messick's 176. And then 97 games at third base. That's 518 starts just around your infield. How big is it to have that type of Division I experience?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, you go back to a couple years ago when you threw these freshmen and sophomores into the fire, and that's maybe when times were tough for us, and we took some hard hits, and you just got to keep the vision out there for them and keep giving them numbers like these and letting them know that all the things they're doing are good.